unreveal the WeedShark. Let's check it out. We have a WeedShark sticker. We have another WeedShark sticker. We have a WeedShark koozie. It's crazy. It's awesome. Thank you guys. And well, that'll be okay. And we have the WeedShark product. WeedShark, you guys are awesome. We look forward to seeing you at GIE and the pizza party. Hopefully you guys will be there. Last time we chatted, you were going to be there. And that'll be the end of this video. Next video you see will be with it attached.
And it's on.
I think it's on there.
It was cutting all the thin brush, but when we ran into, started hitting, let's see, some of this more thick stuff, that's when you'd probably need the Pro with the metal blades, and then it would probably be good there. But we were doing it with the plastic, and it was cutting through all that stuff pretty good.
What's going on, guys? So today we used the WeedShark, and you've seen a little clip of yesterday using it a little bit. We're impressed. Jake, I mean, what do you think about this thing?
It's awesome so far. We've used it on multiple lawns now. It's got some grass clumped in there. That's okay.
All over the customer's table.
All over me.
All right.
What do you like most about it after using it?
I like the Weed Eater string. This isn't the Weed Eater string that came along with it. What was that, Jake? Titanium?
That was our Titanium by Husqvarna.
By Husqvarna. That sounds like a song. Titanium by Husqvarna?
There's a song named
But
Titanium.
anyways, we did use our Husqvarna string. We used that because it is a bit thicker than, I think, what was the .95 they had on there.
This is a .105, I believe, string. It works good. Like, the string is top notch. So all we did is we just cut it to the same length that they had it when they sent us the Weed Eater head. And you know, we started using it. And what are your pros about it? What do you like most?
What I like most about it, it's awesome. That's what no, but honestly, what I was going to tell you a second ago is what I like most about this, and this is my pro, is the fact that we put this Weed Eater string on there a few yards ago, and that string's no more, you know, if I spread it all out, it's no more than a foot long, and it's probably just about the same size now as I put it on there a few yards ago.
It hasn't withered. And
it hasn't, because I think that has a lot to do with this guy. This will take care of the little stuff, but then you have the WeedShark, you know, the head right behind it to take care of the bigger stuff. My con about it, and it's not really a con because I found out that you can replace, you can replace these easily, and it looks like they come in 3 pieces. But you can replace it with metal. I like that, so I really almost don't have a con with this equipment. Jake has something to say about his pros and cons, and I know they're really good.
So, I was using it a few lawns ago, and I wanted to test it on ivy. And everyone knows with weed eaters and traditional weed eater heads, when you start hitting ivy, it wants to catch on to your weed eater head. It wants to just entangle it, suffocate it, take it over, and you always have to stop, grab out your knife, cut it up, and then keep going. But with this, what I've noticed so far is I believe this doesn't allow the ivy to really catch it. It cuts it before it can really start tangling up with it. I think that's like a big bonus.
And that's not poison ivy, but regular ivy.
Yeah, like overgrown ground cover ivy that really gets to you if you want to groom. We edged with it a little bit.
And you've seen that.
The people without the golden edge or any edger. If you don't run edgers and you just want a quick edge, it does it fairly well after, or the one that we did, it did really well.
I think it does just as well as even with a regular head on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does just as well, because again, you're at that point when you're edging, you're really just using that string at that point.
Now, we're here in the mountains. We do a lot of hilly things, and a lot of it's lopsided, and so when you're going through and you're weed eating, you'll maybe like hit a rock or a bump and you'll feel it, but it doesn't like fling it like everywhere, which is definitely like a positive. But it will bump. These are a little scuffed up. Bit. But I think the biggest thing is what we notice while we're weeding is sometimes your heads get lopsided and your weed eater string just scuffs the grass. It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
But this, we haven't had any scuffs. Like, I think it has something to do with the balance and the string not being so, like, by itself in one, so it doesn't tilt. It's got a good, like, safe, like, this kind of protects it, I should say. Protects the ground, and it makes the cuts look good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like, oh, he scraped that. No, it looks like clean and professional, what you want to give a customer. So those are my two pros, really. The biggest things I took out of it.
Sorry, what's your con?
Well, it was more of just like if there's a rock, it would just
so that was your
bump
con?
and
that's not a bad con. That's a pretty good con.
But
like, if that's it.
Yeah, I'm just worried that this. I hope it holds up long. It seems hard, and you can replace it too. That's the cool part about it.
It would be cool to have like a clip on, like it clips in there, just so it's quick, easy in and out, instead of taking the time to take the screws out and make sure you don't lose the screws and stuff like that. That would be interesting. Not that it's really a con or anything like that. I just think that would be taking it a step further, maybe.
What I noticed with taller grasses is I think it's because of the double string on each side. Like, you have these strings all backing each other. It's not just one and the other. And when you start going through that tall grass, it really slows down your weed eater.
Yeah.
This thing just starts like, it doesn't care. It's just like, oh, I'm a shark. I'm just gonna freaking mow all this grass.
That's
like,
right.
Seriously.
That's
it
right.
just starts just eating. It's awesome. Like, so far, like, I'm impressed.
It's lightweight. It doesn't feel heavier and makes your weed eater, heavier when you're weed eating a bank like you just seen, or anything else really. It
Putting
goes
this thing to the test.
and it goes right through. It goes right through brush just fine. We've tried it on some heavy brush.
The real test that I will swear by this product, if it does it, we're gonna test it on kudzu.
Oh my god.
The ground cover that I don't know if maybe people that aren't in the mountains have never experienced kudzu.
It sucks.
But that is beyond any ivy. Like, it wants to destroy your weed eater. And so, like, every time you're hitting kudzu and you want to keep it off, it wants to tangle up, and it happens so often you have to stop every 5 minutes to cut it off.
Yeah.
And so,
if you're 5 minutes, if you're lucky.
So that is going to be the ultimate test. We're going to test this out on kudzu, and if it starts shredding it,
I'm about this life.
Yeah, I will.
WeedShark, that'd be awesome.
I'd love to get the Pro and try that.
I almost think that it's going to.
After doing the Ivy, it feels like it will, But that kudzu
It's
is
pretty
so
thick.
strong.
It's thick, like the.
But that's what I'm hoping. Like this cuts
Will
it
cut right
before
through
it
it.
can even
Get there.
take over.
Yeah.
Because I even had kudzu. I don't know if I took a picture. I don't think it's on my phone anymore. But it literally took my string and tangled it together. My string. Like I've never seen that happen before ever.
I've been doing this for 10 years, and he showed me. I was like, "What the heck did you
I've
do?"
never seen it tangle my
don't know.
string, and it is the worst ground cover ever imaginable. Goes up to
A foot
a day.
a day.
Like the thing.
What?
It is the worst plant imaginable.
I
So
hate
if
it.
you think, if you're on a bi-weekly 10-day schedule or something, and kudzu, it just starts overtaking everything imaginable.
It does.
I believe it dies off in the winter though, and that's the best time to take care of it. But if you're dealing with properties that it's just overgrowing, well, we're about to find out if this fixes the problem. Because with regular ivy, it's cutting like unbelievable compared to another weed eater, not tangling up. I think this has part to do with it, is it's cutting it before it can wrap around your head and slow you down.
Yeah.
So if that helps with efficiency, it goes through tall grasses. The reload time, you know, it only takes 2 seconds. You take a piece of weed eater string, just cut it off, zip it right on through, and you're good to go on each side. And it lasts.
It lasts, and it goes in there pretty quick. So I have no complaints about the reload time of the string. So again, I've said it a million times in this video already. I really enjoyed this product. So thank you, WeedShark, for sending it to us and allowing us to make a video on your awesome product. We'll put WeedShark's information down below. And you have anything more to say, Jake?
I think that just about cuts it.
That cuts it, that's right. Alrighty guys, well, thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, and
Subscribe.